So today I would like to introduce you guys to our new social studies unit, but instead of me telling you what this is going to be about, I kind of like you to guess what it's going to be about, okay? So I have some pictures here, and I'm gonna flip them over so you can see them. These are some famous people that I thought you might know. Do you know these people right here?
Yeah.
What about this guy right here?
President Obama.
President Obama. How about this guy right here? Aaron Rodgers. What about this kid right here? Casey Simpson, right?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. And what about these guys right here? Imagine Dragons. That's right. All of these people are famous, but how are these people different?
Well, she's a pop star and he's an actor.
Yeah, so they do different things.
But doesn't she still act,
Kind of, in a way, she can act too. What else?
He's old. He's young.
Very good. So we have older and younger people. Okay. How are these people the same?
They're all famous.
They're all famous.
Yeah.
What else?
They're all Americans.
They're all Americans, exactly. And that's our point today. So for our social studies, we will be learning, our theme are people of the United States. So we will be learning about all Americans. And as a matter of fact, I put pictures of you right here too, because all of you are Americans as well, right? And maybe your families as well. So the way we're going to learn about it is through this wonderful book. It is called If America Were a Village, a book about the people of the United States. It is written by David Smith. In this book, the author imagines the entire population of the United States just as a village of 100 people. And then he asks some questions about Americans. Some of the questions that we will be looking for answers are, for example, who are we? Where do we come from? Where do we live? What are our families like? What religions do we practice? What do we do? How old are we? And so on. So there are many different ways that we can learn about Americans, and this book will help us through it. Now, this is how our social studies unit will look like. So I made this poster right here so we can have a visual of how it's going to look like. So we'll be looking at the people of our country through different perspectives. We'll start with geography. So I have the school shades right here because I'm gonna be looking through geography perspective at our people, okay? So what we'll be learning here about, specifically we'll try to answer these questions like what do physical and human features tell us about people, and basically where do we live? So we will compare physical and political maps in order to locate countries of our ancestors, of our grandfathers, and so on, and we'll describe physical and human features of these countries. Then after that, we will switch our thinking and our gears, and we will put another cool shades on. And these shades, yep. For these shades, we'll be learning about history now. So I have a time clock here because history is all about time. We'll try to answer the question, where do we come from? So here mainly we'll be talking about immigration. What were the reasons for immigrations? How did the people's journey look like to the United States? What did they do here when they came to this promised land, okay? After that, again, I'll switch my glasses. Thank you very much, my assistant. Another cool shades, that's right. And we'll go into economics. And economics is all about money. And here we'll be learning about people trying to answer the question, what do we buy? What do we own? And like, what do we use? Okay, that's another way of thinking about people. So we will basically learn about what our needs and what our wants. We'll try to describe what economic decisions are, and we'll try to think about what are consequences of our economic decisions, okay, on other people in our life. And after all of that, cool shades number 4, behavior science. And I put an African mask here for a reason. I put this mask right here because basically we'll be learning about cultures, and we can learn about cultures through cultural expressions. So things like music and art and architecture and books and tales. So we'll be learning about different cultures than our own, because when we look at different cultures than our own, we can learn more about ourselves too. So here you'll be describing cultures different than you know, and you will, for example, be explaining how different cultural expressions, such as music and tales, tell you more about the cultures that you choose. And we'll finish all of it with a final project, which will be a presentation about the country or the nation of your ancestors. So I'll keep this poster up here so you know where we are all the time in our unit.